Rant here. I wish people would stop relating stupidity, ignorance, third wave feminists, those that believe in 50 different types of genders, as autistic. You have people with an actual debilitating mental, physical disorder that is a disability. And you have idiots. Yes, we're predisposed to certain ways of behaviors and thinking, but we don't think the world is flat. A lot of us believe in 3, maybe 4 different proper genders. There's a big difference between gender and sexuality. The moment you separate those two and start using the correct words, you stop being an idiot. Okay? Gender is science. Alright? Gender is chromosomes. Got it? And there's about 3 or 4 different ways chromosomes can go together. Male, female, mixture of both. And that can be either in male-female genitalia, whichever way. And then you have another way of them combining that create serious mental and physical disorders, like Down syndrome. Their chromosomes aren't right. That's how they got it. It's an organic disorder, just like autism. Chromosomes. You get an X and you get a Y. Or you get 2 X's, or you get 2 Y's. That is gender. Sexuality is what you are attracted to. Get the hint already. Third wave feminists, take note. We're not putting up with that shit. People who don't like third wave feminists, we're not going to put up with that shit either. Do not lump us in the same boat as those fucktards. Because you have people with a legitimate disability versus stupidity. 2 different things. And it's frustrating and angering that we already have a lot of stigma around mental and physical disabilities such as autism. Because guess what? Autism doesn't just affect the brain, it affects the body too. Alright? We don't have balance. We don't have coordination. Alright? Our brains don't function the same. Sure, we're predisposed to be trans and whatever, but that is a sexuality, not a gender. Got it? We don't believe the world is flat. Got it? We don't care as to what your pet's sexuality is, what their gender is, beyond are they spayed or neutered. Got it? We're responsible pet owners too, you know. My boy is neutered. He was like that before I even got him. And I adopted him. I love him to bits. But I wouldn't have him running out there without getting treated. Because then I would be preventing a lot of feral cats that destroy my environment, and I'm protecting him from feline HIV. That's what a caring and loving pet owner does. But seriously, it's infuriating. We have enough problems as it is. We have enough stigma as it is. We have enough complications as it is without adding your third wave feminist bullshit on us. Without you dumping this. A 5-year-old is smarter than this shit. I don't know about you, but I've met a lot of people with autism and Asperger's, and we are up there with the IQ. We are not stupid. We are not, let's pour glue on our Weet-Bix stupid. That's your feminists and those that go, oh, don't gender me. I get it if you have gender dysphoria and you are transitioning, or you're mentally trans, or you don't have the method to physically transition, so you have to deal with all the mental and psychological effects of not being able to transition properly. We get that. We understand. We're not stupid. Do not use my disability as a pigeonhole for someone else's stupidity. It won't fly. It won't be tolerated, and it's not appreciated at all, and it's infuriating and angering, because what if, for example, if it's thought that a pet would be trans and you're just misgendering them the whole way? Oh my god, that's a special type of autism! Now, take that scenario and have the reaction image as, oh my god, that's a special type of anxiety, special type of PTSD, special type of... You get the point. You can use just about any organic neurological disorders to say the exact same thing, and it will not cease to be any less insulting. So for the sake of all people who are suffering and are having a hard time day to day just existing, stop putting us in the same basket as those weirdo whack jobs that have no place existing, and I pray they do not breed, because we do not need idiocracy to become reality. Yes, I made a movie reference. Yay! But we are seriously going down that path of idiocracy with our society, especially if this keeps going on, because this is not acceptable. It has never been acceptable, and it will not be tolerated. And we should not be tolerating it. Alright, we have enough silencing going on in mental health and intellectual health without having people have no idea or concept running around spouting shit like Donald Trump, just and other people going, that person's spouting shit, they must be autistic. I'm sorry, but to be autistic, you actually have to see a psychiatrist, do a whole shitload of tests to actually get the diagnosis, to be able to get the treatment you require. And if you're someone like me, that treatment was full-fledged speech pathology, speech therapy, rehabilitation, because, you know, if you don't have any balance or coordination, you can't walk. Gross motor skills, fine gross motor skills, hand-eye coordination. A child early diagnosed with autism can see up to, if not more than, 10 separate specialists for a good 6 years, and that help does not stop. It is a never-ending struggle. You're always fighting against the system because the system isn't designed for your learning methods. And that's hard enough to deal without having people going blah, 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 blah. Oh, that must be autism. Fuck you. Fuck you. This isn't a joke. This isn't funny. My disability isn't funny. There are those who are on high care because they're on the lower end of the spectrum. Okay? Low functioning is not funny. Having to have a full-time carer is not funny. It is not a joke. It's not. It's really not. And it's not something to go, oh, they must be autistic over someone being stupid. Okay? Someone being incapable of caring for themselves in any manner of way is not a joke. People with learning disabilities is not a joke. People with social anxieties and depression is not a joke. Don't dump us in with these maniacs. It's not fair. It's not appreciated and it hurts. I'm really getting sick of it. Alright? Everyone's jumping on this bandwagon of, let's say something really stupid and controversial. The world is flat. People's reactions is on the same bandwagon of, oh, they must be autistic. Excuse me? No. I have worked too hard for too long to be able to be where I'm at right now with my own YouTube channel, my own business starting up next year, living on my own in my own private unit that I can manage. I can manage my own bills, I can manage all my own well-being and welfare and everything because of so many specialists over a long period of time to build me up to be a independent, capable adult like everyone else. I still struggle on a day-to-day basis. And I'm being put in and lumped in with these idiots. You have no idea how difficult it is to grow up being autistic. You have no idea how degrading it is to be different from everyone else. And then we have to deal with this on top of it. Next time you go to spout, oh, it must be autism, shoot yourself in the face and do me the favour. You're being as stupid as those that you're criticizing. The people you are criticizing are as stupid as you are if you are going to blame an organic disorder on their way of thinking. Why won't you blame their teachers? Why won't you blame them for being allowed to be so thick and stupid? I would have never been allowed to be able to say the shit that a lot of other people say because A, is wrong, B, is not true, C, is stupid. The fact about autism is we find a subject we find fascinating and we will learn it inside out and we will be able to be a walking encyclopedia on it. And all that information is going to be checked to the point where we could go into a university and teach on it. But because of our disability, we aren't predisposed to being teachers. Okay? Got it? The world's not flat. Gender isn't a problem. Sexualism isn't a problem. Third wave feminists, modern feminism can go fuck itself. Girls, you're ruining the world. You really are. if you don't like all that sexist shit of the girls in the lingerie all over the billboards, guess what? Guess why that's there? It's because girls love seeing other girls half naked and it sells that shit. How else do you sell lingerie? How else do you sell perfume? You make it sensual and wanting and want. Oh, you want that? Yeah, you want it because there's this really sensual emotion attached to that image and you want it and you take it. You buy it. And they go, ooh, that advertising method works, we'll keep doing it. It's not men that are putting the models up there in such defined physiques. It's us. We want it. We want to see what it looks like on a healthy person, not this. The ground's a shape, right? No, it's not. No, it's not. You can tell yourself that as much as you want. The ground's not a shape. So ladies, get healthy. Grow a brain. General statement here. Grow a brain. And stop blaming shit on shit that is irrelevant to it. Alright? And as you can see, the only way you can tell that I'm autistic is A, you know a lot of people with it and you know what to look for. B, you work in mental health and other forms of the health system and you're able to pick up on the quirks and other such that go with it. C, you have it yourself. We come across as very normal when we have to. And with the way I've been brought up, I am very normal. Okay? Capiche? We got that? So that is my little rant on why you shouldn't blame all this shit on something that is irrelevant. And if you really want to blame something on someone's disorder, at least get a diagnosis first. Because this is the worst thing that I am bitching about the most is, I'm diagnosed, oh, it's autism. No. You either have it or you don't. It's diagnosed or it's not. And the only way you can say to someone or say about someone, oh, it's just autism, is if you actually have personal knowledge that that person has autism, because we don't have to tell you. Okay? We are not obliged to tell you our disorders and our predispositions. You know jack shit about anyone. So stop blaming my disability on genderism is an issue. Oh, the world is flat. Oh, third wave feminism that is misogynist and misandrist. You're not doing yourself any favors. Just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Now. Sick of it. Done. Over.